Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon TV. I am here with Daniel Rubin, the 2016 Color Zoom winner, Stockholm. Very exciting to have you here. We're in the Goldwell KMS Academy in New York City, here in the Meatpacking District. We are looking at the semifinalists of Color Zoom 2018, and this is the creative category, which means...
Correct. So the creative category is for hairdressers who have 5 years or more of experience. And in the creative category, it's not necessarily to be different from the other categories, though it is a bit more competitive. These are more seasoned hairdressers, and it's just a...
And you expect higher.
You expect a little bit higher. But you know, honestly, this year, Maggie, I think every single category, partner, new talent, and creative, all did phenomenal interpretation. So if they all had to compete against one another, they would all be in the running together.
And for those of you who don't know what happens for Color Zoom, which is like the most amazing contest, you're given a trend and you use it. You don't follow it as a blueprint, but you use it as a guide, and you were part of creating that trend. So give it to us in a nutshell.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, we get to Germany where we have no blueprint at all, and then a company comes in and tells us what the trends are, and then we as team decide what we think is relevant and what we don't. And this year we really saw the layering of fabrics, which is how we came up with the layering of the hair. But also too, we saw a lot of nature and a lot of mineral-inspired tones. So not metallic, but something that is more shimmery, muted pastels. And so mimicking that within hair was very tricky, but we were able to do it through our week of development in Germany.
And it's really cool because Daniel then looks at these finishes and decides if they really did interpret the trend properly. As a judge, which I'm always honored to do for Color Zoom, I look at the pictures and say, how would that look on the cover of a magazine? But I also pay attention to the trend. We are given beforehand, we're told what the trend is, and because there are so many beautiful finishes, you know, we have to eliminate for some reason, so I always say, well, they're not following the trend. I hate to eliminate them, or give them fewer points. Right. But these 5 semifinalists, which we're going to go over, all followed the trend beautifully, and something that you are proud of. Yes. I would be proud to run it on a magazine cover, and let's talk about them.
Okay. Yeah, so first up we have Sophia Ants, who is not new to Color Zoom. I believe Sophia may have been I know she's a semifinalist, but she may have been a finalist before. But anyway, this entry is beautiful. So it takes a new direction on shape, really nice tapered graduation into that disconnected nape section, and then really working her mineral effect with her disconnected longer pieces. And it's I would say, a take on our terracotta look from Maisie and Patricia, but it gives a whole new spin in its mineral effect colors. The two contrasting tones along with the filtering shade really bring and harmonize the entire look quite well.
And I just love what's going on in the nape here, how it's flipping up. It's so clever and creative. I know if I was in the studio, I would probably separate it. I'm so glad I saw this because I may use that going forward. But again, check out this fashion. It so celebrates the trend, and I thought just really honored what you came up with. Yeah. Beautiful. Nice, nice model. Everything's great about that. Beautifully photographed. Okay, entry number 708 is?
Ariel Bello. And Ariel really took a great spin. I would say this takes a spin off of a Patricia and an Ava, but in a totally different color direction. So kind of moving into those little soft emerald, jade, we're looking mineral effects, going into those kind of orangey, spessartine, pieces. I really love the texture. I love the position of the model. I think shooting this from side profile was quite smart because it really showcases the color and the texture and the cut. And the model herself, the neck, and the face is gorgeous.
And check out that makeup. I just love the makeup placement. Look at the eyebrow. It's great that this artist decided we're just going to get rid of the eyebrow and place makeup over that into the lashes. It's so cool. And again, looking at it as a magazine editor and saying you never show anyone with closed eyes, look at how great that is. That so works. That you always want to have somebody straight on with the eyes open. That works. If you can do it well, it works.
And I was going to say one thing with the eyes open and the eyes closed. Sometimes a model looks better with her eyes closed because it makes it look more effortless. So I think, and I did a lot of shoots this year with models and with salons, and sometimes it just looks better for the model when the eyes are shut than when they're open. Yeah.
And she's very dreamy. Okay, entry number 723.
This is Randy Evans, and Randy I know quite well. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Randy. Love you guys. But beautiful interpretation. I know that they worked in a workshop in Canada on this, and the model is spectacular. I love that it's a front-on shot. I love the color dispersion in the front. Really showcases where those flared sections were delivering color explosions, as well as really capturing what the mineral effect is in a lot of different color directions, but harmonizing it together in one uniform look.
And I love the way, after the beautiful color placement, to just mix it up and to really celebrate the eyes and surround the eyes by just pulling strands out. It looks random, but you and I know there is nothing random about this. Every strand was placed properly, and it is so beautiful. And it's a little shaggy. Kind of love that. Everything about that is it's beautiful. They're all beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, so the next is Hearst Butts from Pensacola, Florida. And what I really love about this shot is that it really takes a new spin on the raw primitive foundation that we took from the cutting. So you can really see soft and jagged edges working in through the shape. The color story as well is quite strong. She has soft root shading going quite into a lot of different mineral colors that harmonize together. And I think that, you know, when we speak about trend, it is really something that we were looking for, is seeing those two or more contrasting tones but working together in unison with a filtering shade. That was a very important component in order to achieve the translucency in the color, because we don't want to see anything that is too bold or too strong, but in something that is almost, you have to look twice or look 3 times to really see what's happening in the color story.
And you said translucent. I just love how the fashion is translucent, but with something solid underneath. The fashion really ties in with the hair. Again, totally suitable for this model. It's beautiful. Everything with the makeup, the fashion, the hair, the pose, the photography. This is why it made the semifinals. Yeah. And our final entry, number 777,
comes from my one and only Chad Earnhardt from Paul Rader's Salon in Chicago. I have to give a shout out because that is my salon home. And I'm, you know, again, partial, not partial. I really have a non-biased opinion. I am so proud that Claudia and this look made it. And, you know, what I love about it is there's the texture. You also have the flared sections which show off the color, and you can really see the filtering of the stronger two contrasting shades with the filtering shade of the graphite in between those two pinkier shades. And so I think it works quite well. And Claudia always poses the house down, so that was never a question. But again, to anybody, to you guys, to the 5 semifinalists here, all of them are uniquely, independently phenomenal. They all showcase a different, unique perspective that is very elemental.
And you obviously can't be a judge because you know everybody and you can recognize the work. But this, I love what's going on here with the fashion. I mean, I don't know. I spent so much time staring at this picture during the judging process because I couldn't figure it out. It is so beautiful. Look at how it ties in up here. Just that one little crystal, or is it a flare? You can't tell. It is just so beautiful as a photograph. And again, you could totally see that on the cover of a magazine.
And that's it, Chad. I hope you're happy.
Well, again, congratulations to all the semifinalists, and congratulations again to you, and thanks for this insight. This was fun judging this thing, and again, shout out to Goldwell, because Color Zoom is just such an amazing competition.
Absolutely. Shout out to all you semifinalists, and for everybody who entered Elemental this year, congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
Bye.